The very first thing that needs to be done before you even consider moving to another place, in my opinion, is to change your own mind. We're going to get more into that, but first, if you've already been watching this channel, if you've already been a subscriber and a constant viewer, this video along with maybe the next series of videos is probably going to have a different pace than what you're used to. And if you're new here, welcome. I hope you like the content enough to stick around. Before I expound on the topic at hand, I do want to preface by saying that I've taken a look at a few videos of the past of mine and I noticed something about them. For the most part, most of them to me seem like I'm kind of rushing through them and that I'm kind of in a hurry to get out what I have to say. I find out that the information that I'm trying to deliver comes at a pace that seems to be a little bit too swift for people to stay engaged. I don't want to come off as if I'm in a rush to deliver the information because I'm not. So that's sort of the reason for this slower paced video. And as mentioned, if you're already a watcher of this channel, then you're already used to my delivery. But if you're new, it probably won't make a difference to you anyway. I just hope that you find value in the content and stick around. So I'm Christopher, and for a number of years through video form, I have been delivering information and experiences of mine as an American living here in Germany. Now I want to make this clear, the information in general can benefit anybody, but I do want to make sure I speak directly and specifically to ones that can relate to me. And if you couldn't tell by the title, I'm talking to you, my brothers and sisters looking to relocate from the US to Germany. Very specific right now, but like I said, take it and use it however it applies to you, whoever you are and wherever you might be going. Okay, so to the topic. So when I said that the very first thing that you must do before deciding or trying to move anywhere is to change your own mind, there's very good reasons why I believe that that's important. First off, let me tell you that generally not one person on the face of this planet thinks about picking up and moving and just does it the next day. Now, if you feel like that's something you can do, who am I to tell you you can't? But I will say that 9 out of 10 people will not be able to pull something like that off. Not to mention that it's not the wisest thing to try and do in the first place. So why then is a mind change so important, and why am I aiming this particularly at the Black community? A lot of this comes from experience, but there's also statistics and things that play a role in this as well. Most likely, my people, you've probably come to this conclusion because you've had enough of something. Something has driven you to the point where you just can't do it anymore. You're fed up and you want to try something different, live something different, be something different. And you want whatever that difference is to be completely opposite of whatever it is you're dealing with currently. Is that pretty close, pretty accurate? I'm betting it is. Let me ask you this. How long did it take for you to get to the point where you're fed up? I'm pretty sure it wasn't a day, a week, not even a month or a year. For most of us, it happened over long periods of time. We're talking years in the making right now. So if it took all of this time for you to get to this point, think of all the things that had to set in your mind. Think of all the things that you had to get used to, even if you didn't know you didn't want to. All the things that you learned, you'll probably have to unlearn. All the things that you've seen will probably be an influence on how you see things going forward. All the things that you've heard and witnessed and experienced and have been told, all of those things add up to who you are right now. So to make that decision to pick up and move or go do something different on a whim is unrealistic. And I'll tell you right now in this video, my people, if you are fed up with what you've been dealing with or what you've been seeing or having to experience and go through and put up with, you're not going to want to bring or take that to wherever you're going, whether it be Germany or anywhere else. You're not going to want to bring who you are in that regard to wherever you're going. Now, I would never tell anybody to not be who they are deep down in their core, because we all have a personality. We all have traits. We all have things that we can't scrub. It's just part of who we are. This is more in regard to the influential things or the things that we don't necessarily need to be following us that we can reverse. Because I tell you right now, brothers, sisters, when it comes to us, for some reason, we still don't just get the benefit of just being human. Oh, no, no, no. 9 times out of 10, if your face represents anything but a smile and happiness, you will be stereotyped into something. If you're having a bad day and you just happen to not feel like smiling that day, you might just be called an angry Black person. Not because you're even angry, but because it's easy. People don't like not being able to figure us out. In my opinion, that kind of seems like they don't like you having some kind of leg up on them, because how dare you? So take it from me right now, somebody who left the US for Germany. If you're thinking of doing the same thing, the very first thing you need to do is take some time and get your mind straight.